welcome back to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda, giving you all the latest updates on anything and all things Ravens. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video. Let's dive into the latest Ravens news I have for you today. So, Shedeur Sanders, allegedly, according to Adam Schefter, denied the Ravens on draft night. Ravens were looking for a backup. Of course, they have Cooper Rush, but they wanted to see if Shedeur Sanders wanted to take that. Obviously, Sanders would not get, any shot whatsoever at the starting job with Lamar Jackson in tow. So Sanders denied the Ravens. He wanted a team that he could have a shot at landing the starting gig. Didn't really go well for him, in my opinion. I mean, to be fair, it was a lose-lose situation, whether it was on the Browns or whether it was on the Ravens. But at least he would have, maybe gotten some experience under, Harbaugh, under Lamar, like the greatest quarterback in the NFL, but I get it. You're also a quarterback that carries the name Sanders, and it's just a lose-lose situation for Shedeur Sanders. He would never have gotten a chance to win the starting position on the Ravens, and now he's on the Browns where he's third string. So either way, lose-lose situation for Shedeur Sanders here. Nothing gained for the Ravens at this, or nothing to gain for the Ravens or to lose for the Ravens. But it's just like people aren't giving Shedeur Sanders a chance. Me personally, I thought he did well with the preseason snaps that he had, and I think it's just that with Deion Sanders on his shoulder, and if Shedeur would be drafted to a team, you were also drafting Deion Sanders with it. That's the problem. But there's nothing against Deion Sanders. He wants his kid to land on the best team possible, but it's not a good. It doesn't put it in a good light. Comment down below your thoughts on this. Me personally, I think Shedeur Sanders. I want to see him get a shot. Now, as I believe that any talented QB should. But comment down below your thoughts on that. I don't think the Ravens would have absolutely been okay, this guy is our guy for the future, Lamar Jackson, for God's sake. But it's just you would just have a quality backup that they could eventually trade for or something like that. Comment down below on this. So Harbaugh commented on Patrick Ricard's status. It is now in question. They don't know how long the recovery is going to be. This raises some eyebrows a little bit. They thought it'd be pretty easy, that it was going to be something along the lines of that he would come back maybe week 2, and now he's conceding that his recovery has been slower than teams had hoped, and now it's week to week. What is going on? Personally, it's like what's going on? Ricardo, Harbaugh refused to comment further on injuries. Again, only stating that he's week to week. It just raises questions on what is exactly going on here. Is this something that that Ricard's not going to be able to play for the season? We're not going to see him until midseason. Are we going to see him next week? It's frustrating as a fan to never get any solid status on a player, and I get why the team does that, but again, it's frustrating. So hopefully Patrick Ricard comes back sooner or later, but quick update for all of you that I guess his status from day to day turned to week, and now we're just going to have to wait and see when he's going to come back, when he comes back at this point. Moving on, so Trenton Simpson replaced from Teddy Buchanan. I like this idea. Teddy Buchanan looked a lot more fluid when he took reps against the Browns last week. And it seems like the Ravens are pretty high on Teddy Buchanan taking more and more snaps than Trenton Simpson as the weeks go on. So Harbaugh did say that, the team would be comfortable with Trenton Simpson staying in the middle linebacker role and not a defensive edge role. But it's just weird to me that they're kind of replacing him with Teddy Buchanan. We saw a lot more of Teddy Buchanan making better plays on defensively than Trenton Simpson. I'm like, okay, cool, next man up. Why can't they do that with Daniel Falele? Anyway, we're not going to go down that route again because I've said my piece on it. I will continue to say my piece on it until it happens, if it happens. Anyway, but it's just something to think about here. The rookie Teddy Buchanan could possibly getting more reps than Trenton Simpson. We saw flashes of that in the Browns game where he got more reps. Not more reps than Simpson, but more reps than a usual rookie would get. So something to monitor here as the weeks go on. I think that if Teddy Buchanan's the guy that the Ravens move forward with, I want to see Teddy Buchanan more. It's like, okay, cool. We'll just, if he's the guy that fits next to Roquan Smith the best, then that's good for Roquan because Roquan had said that he's, it's a challenge for him to communicate with the guy next to him if they constantly keep switching it out. So the Ravens need to find a guy that they can permanently keep next to Roquan, whether it's Ham, whether it's Simpson, whether it's Buchanan. They just need a guy next to him that he can communicate consistently on and not have to play catch up a little bit here. Worked very well with Patrick Queen when Roquan and Patrick Queen were next to each other. Back when Patrick Queen was on the Ravens. It was one of the best linebacker duos in the league, if not the best linebacker duo in the league. Moving on, so I'm also going to answer some comments on my last video. I had mentioned that the Ravens do, like, it just looked like an off game. But someone had commented that it was a horrible game, nothing to celebrate. It seems like they didn't show up. I don't know if they didn't show up, like they were still reeling from last game's loss. I think they were just out of rhythm. They still put up 40 points, but against the Browns. But still, it looked like they were just out of sync a little bit here. Lamar looked off. The running game couldn't get going. But it's also against a division rival that I'm going to say it, it's been very annoying to play the Browns the last few years, where the Browns always put up a fight no matter what, even if we're winning by plus 40 plus. It just happens. We should be beating them soundly, and we did in the sense of points, but by the effort level and the game plan, it just didn't look great. But this can be a good thing, because imagine if we had a game like a fluid game plan, everyone was in sync, and we just ran it up the score. I mean, if I was a coach, I'd be like, I don't care about respect. I'm trying to win football games. I'm trying to win Super Bowls. I don't care if my players put up the score. I want that for them. I don't care about respect in this business. The respect can come beforehand, where I'm like, hey man, hope your players put up a game. Good luck today, and then I just absolutely obliterate them. That's what I would do, Madden style, But yes, I believe that they were out of sync, but the effort, not being there, I think that the effort was there. It was confusion on what the game plan actually was. Another comment that I thought someone agreed with me about Mike Green. They're bringing him along slowly. I think that's great. I want to see more of Mike Green in bigger games, because I really do believe he's going to be a better. I'll say it, he's going to be a better edge than Owe. Now with Kyle Van Noy out week to week, another injury update right there for you. We're probably going to see a lot more Mike Green. I am 100% all in on this. I think Mike Green will get his. I'll put a hot take on this. Mike Green will get his first sack before Odafe Owe does. And comment down below if you think this is a hot take here. But I do believe that Mike Green will get a lot more reps now with KVN out for, I don't know, maybe I'll say he'll be out for 2 weeks. But it was an extremely frustrating game. Someone commented that Mark is good for the 1 yard push, and that's all. They didn't get rid of him out of loyalty. Yeah, I'm not gonna say what the whole comment said, but I think at this point, we use Mark for not for goal line plays, not for touchdown plays. Like, we're looking for the end zone. I don't think we use it. I think that is when we draw the line. We use Isaiah Likely every single time. Mark we could use for middle routes. Maybe pass blocking or run blocking, whatever. But I do believe Mark Andrews' time really needs to be put into question as a Raven, and his reps really need to be limited. I think Kolar is reliable. Like, let's start putting, once Isaiah Likely comes back, obviously, we just put Kolar in there and even out the reps a little bit. Isaiah Likely comes back, then we start putting him as the starter more than Mark. Thank you for tuning in to Ravens Today. I'm your host, Connor Gioffreda. Again, subscribe to the channel, like the video. I will catch you all later.